Well then, 3 goals to the good is Man United in the semi-final, and 1 leg in the final. Now let's make sure that we don't turn ourselves into a paralyzed, not paralyzed, is it? Trying to think of the word. It's paralytic. Is it paralytic? I can't remember what the word is. But let's make sure that we've got 2 legs in the final and not one. Let's not keep 1 leg in the door and let Bilbao get a foothold back into the tie. But 3 goals to the good. We've seen some wacky comebacks in European history. I mean, Barcelona probably exemplifying that. I think it was PSG went into the first leg at home, 4 goals to the good, and Barcelona win the tie 6-5. And it was kind of long. Kind of long. Comebacks in Europe are not out of the realms of possibility, and we're sort of in the same zone. It can happen to us. It can happen to us. But Bilbao will be feeling a little bit hard done by with some of the decisions. However, first start to the game, I have to be honest, we were quite abysmal. I thought the quality was bad, the passing was bad. I thought holding on to possession was not great, and moving into a complete area of dominance, and United sort of getting one quick chance here or there. The offside goal. It's a shame it was offside because that might have stunted the game a little bit, but it gave Bilbao a little bit of life. But all seemed to be going all Bilbao's way until Harry Maguire decided that his name wasn't Harry Maguire, it was actually Lamine Yamal. And this man decided, you know what, DeMarcos, or it was either DeMarcos or Berchichi. It's one of those two, and sent this guy back home on 2 occasions off the dribble, and I can't lie, it was that was a crazy dribble by Maguire. For somebody I've given a lot of slack, over the years, and he goes out of his way to do that. I mean, it's a bit of a it's a bit of a madness. It is a bit of a madness. I can't lie. Rough games by Dorgu and Nagate, has to be said, and Garnacho quite wasteful again. But man, that cross from Maguire, I think it was Agate that sort of headed it on. Was it Agate that headed it on? It was, yeah. So Agate heads it on, and Casemiro waiting back post smashes it home for 1-0. And that's, the term goals change games, I suppose you can actually use here. You can coin that phrase here. Goals change games, and my God, did that goal change this game. A bit more sort of 50-50 from there onwards. Man United looking more lively in the game, a bit more up for it. And then the instance of the penalty happened, and a lot of people are saying it's not a penalty. Not because what happened to Højlund isn't a penalty. It was a penalty on Højlund, absolutely. But you could argue this. The VAR footage did not include enough gameplay in the build-up to that moment. Because if it included more gameplay, you'd probably include potentially a foul from Agate in midfield, but also a handball in the build-up from Garnacho. So there's 2 instances there that you could say, if the referees are looking for that, they would rule this out. But they don't. They don't. They look at just solely the incident where Hoyland is penalised in the box. Is that instance a penalty? If he's held back, any sort of holding a player back from reaching the ball is a denial of a goal scoring opportunity, and it's physical assertion and ensuring that doesn't happen. So you can't apply yourself that way, unfortunately. And in the box, complete denial of a goal scoring opportunity results in a red card offence. You are given a straight red card for it. Bit like the last man ordeal, denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity. So I think in terms of the penalty decision, there's a 50% of it is, yeah, it's a penalty. The other 50% would say, well, actually, fouls and um, penalisations in the build-up should have been considered. So we could say we got a bit lucky with that penalty. Um, I know everybody else would absolutely take that if they were given that decision. But yeah, Vivian feeling quite hard done by with that is absolutely head in his hands, as are the rivals. The rivals are heads in hands. Cannot believe it. And yeah, we get Bruno to convert that penalty. 2 goals to the good, 1 man advantage. It's just a case of how many do we get. And to be honest, I much would have preferred. Yeah, I sort of prefer it if we had more goals to take into the home leg, but at the same time, if you score so many goals, you probably get a lot more relaxed and a bit more complacent, and you could run the risk of opening that door a little too much. And I think some of the players sound a bit wary that the task is definitely not done yet. The door is still open for Bilbao to get in and have an absolute mad return leg at Old Trafford, and we've got to be alive to that. We have to be aware of that. We've already blown 2 goal leads in within the same games of taking them. Um, so a 3 goal lead, it's possible. Leon scored 4 goals at Old Trafford against us without reply before we pulled the finger out, and that was 2 goals were with 10 men. But Bilbao will have 11 players, so Man United better be ready for it. We must be ready. The third goal as well, I thought was just really well taken by Bruno, and just overall strong performance from Bruno. It's a good performance from Agate as well. 2 standout performers in this game. Um, and Maguire. Maguire's done really really well in this game. So yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, I've got quite an optimistic outlook for this return leg, and perhaps it will be a fully English final. Chelsea in the Conference League 4-1 away leg secured. So that's pretty much an easy win at Stamford Bridge. They are pretty much in the Conference League final. Um, so yeah, that's basically we could have 3 English teams in European finals, and I suppose we can sort of conclude it at that, because I don't know about Arsenal's mettle. I don't know about Arsenal's mettle. I don't think they've quite got the minerals to go to PSG and get a job done. But again, they might bear the fruits of not having Dembele, the goal scorer in the first leg, to deal with, as I believe he's picked up a hamstring injury. So you never know with Arsenal; they might be able to do something. But Man United definitely. We control the destinies. We control our destinies. Our own fates are for us to decide. And Man United, football heritage is what's being brandished with Man United. Football heritage is football heritage, guys. Football heritage. Get us into the final and absolutely mud Spurs if not for Bodo Glimt mudding them. Because I'll tell you what, it's not an easy game in Norway. And with Bodo Glimt, hey, they knocked out Lazio. They knocked out Lazio. All I'm going to say is 2 goals is all they need without reply to get it to extra time and penalties. That Bodo Glimt side can score multiple goals. And if Spurs try and do some madness out in Norway, mate, it's long. It is long. But but yeah, Man United pretty much 1 foot in the final. Let's see to it that next week we get 2 legs in the final. Another piece of news as well is that the Cunha deal between Wolves and Man United is progressing well. There is good progression being made there, and that we could see a deal be struck very, very soon. I think both parties are happy. Both clubs are happy with the direction of the negotiations, as per Fabrizio Romano. So we could have ourselves the first summer signing guaranteed before we reach the end of the season. I think we should definitely explore completing that deal, just so we give ourselves as much time as possible um, to plan the summer transfer window and get uh, business done, or queued up. Get business queued up. Um, and on top of that, Anthony, what the fuck was that? Scored an absolute thunderbolt with his weak foot, super powered shot against David De Gea, an absolute rocket. Mate, this guy he's found his footing at Betis. People might say, well, would you take him back at United? And I'll say, sometimes it's better for them to flourish elsewhere than try to make something that wasn't working before, try and make it work again. It's like relationships. You get a relationship, doesn't work with you, you take a break and you say, look, let's go see other people. Your partner goes off, now ex-partner, and you see them flourishing, and you're flourishing as well. And you say, damn, we're both happy now. Let's get back together. No, no, why would we get back together? We're both flourishing. We're both doing better with our new environments than we were before. So stick to that. We may do better with a different player than Anthony, and Anthony will do better with a different club. It's just how it works. Atletico Madrid has recently expressed their interest, perhaps with signing Anthony. If the I think the fee that we want to sort of negotiate around is about £40 million, and if there's a club that will be able to afford that, would be Atletico Madrid. Not sure about Betis. Don't think Betis really can, spend much on transfer fees. So it'll be a bit of a shame for them if they can't afford it in the summer. But if we do keep the interest, then absolutely, I think it'll be worth exploring that deal. Get a bit of money in, and if we can also secure Champions League football, that massively helps our situation big time. And all we need to do is just to try and secure funds from Sancho sale and a Rashford sale, among other sales as well. Sign avid replacements. Talks that perhaps we could get Jonathan Tah, centre back from Leverkusen, I believe, on a free. He's a little bit older, a bit more experienced, but an opportunity to sign a centre back on a free. I don't know about the profile, the player. Maybe he could do something. Maybe it's not too sure about it, to be honest. But if it's a free transfer you can make while selling other players to get some money, then I'd say I'm quite pretty much all for it. To be honest, I'm sort of like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do the business, guys. Let's do the business. Not to mention that Amad Diallo is he was on the bench last night. Amad Diallo was. He was on the bench. It was great. It was great to see him there. It was really great to see him there. I want to see. I just want to double check. 'Cause I can't remember if he actually came on last night. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't have risked him. I personally wouldn't have risked him. But who knows? He did. He did. He came on for a few minutes in the 84th minute, along with Kobe Minu. Okay, well, Diallo's back in the fray. Will we see him against Brentford? Possibly. But yeah, Starboy's back. Hopefully, he's not lost lost his stride, and he can get back into the swing of things. It'll be good to see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Um, Preview for Brentford game. Um, I'll probably either do that either later on tonight, or I will do that tomorrow. There is a Premier League game tonight. It's Man City versus Wolves, and maybe could be the last game that Cunha plays with a Wolverhampton Wanderers future. You know, it could end up being he could end up having a Man United future after all is said and done with that game. So who knows? Who knows? But anyways, guys, leave your thoughts and your opinions about this game, as well as Man United's transfer business, potential business to be done there, whether you guys rate the Cunha signing, if this will be a beneficial signing to Man United, or whether you think there's better alternatives out there. Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe and all of that good stuff, and enjoy the weather. Enjoy the weather. There's a lot of shit going on. A lot of shit. But yeah, make the most of it, people. You only get one life. Live it. Live it, people. Live it. Take care, people, and we'll see you again very soon.